I'm a disabled vet, certified disabled vet. I spent 8 years in the Marine Corps and traveled all around the world and actually loved it. But unfortunately, it was time for me to leave. It was a tough decision. I was married, I had 2 small children, I had no job, but the Marines taught me if you put your mind to it, you can do it. And I haven't looked back since. I was a policeman for 22 years. I actually worked for TSA for like 7 years. About, 7 or 8 years ago, my sons, I have twin sons, they came to me and they're like, "Dad, can you give us some money? We want to start this business." And I'm like, "No, absolutely not, just go away." About 6 months later, they came back and asked me again, and I'm like, "No." I stuck to my guns and said no. But after they left, I said, "You know what, let me look into this." I did some research. I found out that it was a very up-and-coming industry, and back then they were just starting to do studies on gaming and people with disabilities, disabled military people with disabilities. And I'm like, okay, it's not all just, a game. There is some good that can come out of it. So they came back to me again, of course, and I said, "I'll tell you what, why don't I buy into the company? Instead of just giving you the money, let me buy into it." So that company's name is Claim to Fame Entertainment. COVID hit, kind of hurt us a little bit because couldn't do in-person events anymore. We stuck it out. We started getting some contracts. We talked about trying to get Claim to Fame to be a brick and mortar. Unfortunately, with any lending company, there's just so much paperwork. So I started doing some research about, veterans assistance and, programming and stuff like that. I found Entrepreneur Boot Camp, and I learned a lot, learned how to do the business plan and stuff like that. So I started doing the research and stuff like that, got with the McNulty Center. They've been very good. I've taken a lot of classes with them. Started looking at other veteran services and stuff like that. Realized there was a lot of stuff out there that would help me get along. So January of 2024, I actually started the actual process. I've done everything myself from the beginning all the way up until I needed a lawyer for contracts for events. I reached out to Albany County Veterans Bureau. I explained to them that the actual VA has endorsed video gaming for veterans with disabilities. So it's not something that just, is out there. They were actually my first customer. We're actually going to be doing an open house in November for veterans to come in and see the plays, get to know the plays. Everything's going to be paid for. They don't have to pay for anything. We're going to have special memberships just for veterans. First of all, never give up. Even when you think it's dark, there is light coming. If it's what you want, just keep on going.